I just wish it would find like more of a bigger audience. I mean, it's got a kind of, the name is, it doesn't really pop off at the store shelves and stuff. But I feel like more people would enjoy this game if they gave it a chance.
Well, they're really cool games. I mean, if you're looking for a game that like, I want a game where I can just, like play it off and on for like a month or a couple of months. If you're like a completionist, this game is, this will keep you busy for an extremely long time. I think when I finished the game, I had put like like around 40 hours into it. My completion percentage is like 27% or something like that.
Wow.
Maybe not. I mean, I'd have to go back and look, but there's a ton of optional stuff. There's a ton of stuff to max out. The sub-stories in this game, some of them, even if it's optional content, some of the sub-stories actually have cutscenes that are CG cutscenes. Like there's one side story where the loan shark like loans this dude some money and the guy says he needs it for his kidnapped daughter, but really he's put it in a hotel bathtub and he's his wife is in it naked, and then you walk in and the guy's in his underwear, and then you savagely beat the hell out of him and then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, but the guy's like, yeah, I'll get it later, go ahead and take a bath in the money. But there's a lot of stuff that you might not see that is just there.
That was an optional.
It's a game with a shitload of stuff to do, and the combat, it's pretty fun. The heat moves, which are kind of the best thing about the combat, it's probably one of the best executed kind of quick time events, just in terms of the feedback you get and the feel of it.
What about the heat moves in ping pong?
Yeah, the heat moves in ping pong. You stare at boobs and then you can do a huge smash and get a point almost without fail. There's a ton of heat moves. You can learn them you can observe things in the environment. You can train with people. There's just like a ton of moves. They feel awesome to pull off. There's 4 characters. Each character is, these are not like minor differences to characters. Each one has like a full, level up various things. You'll go through the story, play all 4 people. You probably won't max any of them out before you get to the point where everyone meets up. There's just a ton of stuff to do, and it's a great game to just chill out and play and enjoy.
It always seemed like one of those series that did a good job of actually combining and mixing up different genres, and it doesn't really like feel too out of place or draws you out so much. I mean, the random battles, like when you realize you're kind of getting into random battles like on the street, it's a little weird, but
it's true. They are avoidable, but a lot of times when the game is super story heavy, maybe a little too story heavy, and that it gives you things in huge. It gives you things in huge chunks. Yes, there are parts. Each character has a part, and then there are chapters within those parts. But what were we talking about?
Just
the random battles. But I mean, you get so much story, and you're like, man, I haven't actually been playing the game or doing anything for a while, and then some guy comes up to you and is like, hey buddy, you stepped on my contact, and you're like, oh, you stupid fuck. And most of the random battles they're not really high stakes things. This is an opportunity for you just like let off steam, beat the shit out of people, level yourself up, and then you take that experience and for the actual difficult battles that are tied to the story.
I mean,